All right, 2647 Indiana. I think on the front here, I think we get rid of this thing. Spread out the dirt. You can see up here you got like part of the foundation is exposed right there. And so we need to bury some stuff. Flatten this out, clean it up. And then we should do something to make this handrail look better. I mean, it does create a drop off on this side. We might not be able to get rid of that. We might have to fix it and keep it. Or we're going to have to put a railing along this side of the sidewalk. So the rest of this is just clean up the yard out front here. We got bushes or vines growing on the front of the house we need to get rid of. This here, this side is a bit of a, gonna be fun to try to figure out how to take care of. We got some work to do on the chimney here. Up there, gonna make sure the cap is good. Some bricks that I can see are deteriorated at the top. Gutters, we got to figure out what to do with them. There's no enclosed soffit and fascia, so the gutters kind of get hung off the roof. We got to figure out, make sure those are okay. I don't know if we're painting or what we're doing here with the siding. If we need to fix that piece of fence back there. Downspouts are, like that pipe's been disconnected right there. We need to make sure that stuff's all kind of running together. I guess it's, see where it's going out of the bottom of the hill. There's one there. Make sure that those are not obstructed. The when they built this porch, they built it so wide that the gutter is on the window trim, which is idiotic. So if we're doing siding, we should shift that window to the right, get it away from that. If we're not doing siding, I guess we're SOL. These steps are falling, sinking on the back. We need to at least clean up around them and try to seal the gaps with some mortar, sides and the top. This side, they attempted to do some repairs with the concrete. Try to fix that up a little better. This landscaping wire needs to go away. These holes where some railing used to be, they should be cleaned out and patched with some concrete so that those holes are filled. Otherwise, they'll do what this is doing and create cracks when freeze thaw happens. We probably should paint cinder block. We'll end up painting the porch cap, and then who knows what we're doing, but this stuff will have to get painted, the rails or the posts and whatnot. That's has to be repaired. I don't know where that goes. I don't know if that comes out in here and goes down there. There is a pipe down there coming out, but get the roof checked. Place the railing on the back porch here. Oh, this thing's post is
Pretty sad.
sinking. It's sitting on top of nothing.
This whole roof is
Yeah.
dropped on this end.
So this whole thing needs to be restructured because that post is sinking. So that porch needs to be, the framing all needs to be repaired. I mean, this corner is not sitting on anything. The only thing holding up this corner is this 2x6 right here. And that is not adequate. So we need to reframe this porch with a proper beam and posts on this end. Clean up the backyard, eliminate that fire pit. We should cut down some of these
This is disconnected all the way out through there.
I mean, this fence is all just destroyed along here. Guess we repair it. Take down things like that little tree there, these little things here and there, and these two back there. Come out. And some of these little ones in this little grove of trees here, get rid of those. Stuff along here, this metal structure goes away. Blocks, a piece of wood there up for whatever reason. My guess is one day it was holding up wires. There's a splice in the power line right here. I bet a branch fell on it, broke it, and they had to repair it. So, need to fix this piece of fence back here. The whole fence is shot. I mean, it's been, something fell on it there, something fell on it back there. It's just destroyed.
Tree right there.
Yeah. The whole fence is in bad shape. So, if we're going to keep it a fenced in backyard, we got to fix it all up. Get rid of a bunch of this low voltage crap sticking on the back of the house. This house has fiber optics. How about that? Maybe not.
Kids that were
No, I
living
think
here
it
were-
is.
These kids that were living here were video game nerds, for sure.
This is a fiber optic line. This house has some seriously fast internet.
They were gamers, for sure.
These steps are, yeah, I think we just eliminate these and build a new set of wood steps when we rebuild this deck. It's all rotted here. Let's rebuild the whole thing. Change the lights on the exterior. Stuff's got to be painted. There's like blocks here that are kind of all over the place. I think we just get rid of all these blocks. Maybe by the time we're getting to the end of this job, it'll be warm enough that we can have this pumped up. We can jack it up because that top step is really tall now. So if we can jack it up and level it once the weather gets warmer, that's what we should do. One of these front doors is going to get eliminated. There's boards, like those two boards can come down. There's all these random hooks that can come down. Gotta change the lights. This is eliminate. Probably makes more sense to eliminate that door. and leave that one. There's pretty much wallpaper everywhere. Needs to come down. Bad plaster. And this whole column or arch has, I don't know, I'm gonna have to bust off a lot of plaster and fix it. Ceiling here, my guess is this ceiling here has a piece of, not like a piece, but it has like a bunch of 1/4-inch plywood or something on it. And they just covered the seams, and that's why this crown is here. It's all not really in very good shape anyways. So this is metal ductwork back here, so I think this is a electrical fit of ductwork. I guess it probably has to stay, maybe. Ooh, or it's a little smaller. Why is it over here and not over here? Let me see if we can make that a little smaller. Take up less space. This flooring is pretty much trash. Needs to come up. The flooring in the kitchen needs to come up. These floors are really bouncy. Need to investigate why that is. Fix that. Seems like they're sloping that way a little bit. I think, so all of the wallpaper has to come off. So what happens is you can't mud over any of this because the mud will just cause the paper to come off. So this whole ceiling has paper on it. So this whole ceiling, if we want to make it look good, we're gonna have to get rid of the bulges and put a layer, 1/4-inch or 1/2-inch drywall on top of it to make it look good.
So here's this hump that goes down that way and down this way.
Yeah, so it is humped. The floor's humped here. So this is probably got a beam or it's a wall of some sort, and it's falling that way and this way. And like I said, it's really bouncy. I'll have to look in the basement and see what's going on there. I think this, we should be able to save this railing. It's a little loose, so we're gonna have to do some things to tighten up the post there.
On those steps, some of them are loose.
Stairs need to be, any of the treads that are loose need to be screwed down. We'll just put carpet down. We're not gonna do anything crazy like that. We'll have to fill in this this little part's recessed. It's gonna need filled in with something to make it flush with this step so that carpet looks good. I think all the crown molding needs to come down, all this corner piece here. And then we need to do something around these edges to make the transitions work well. From the corner to the, or corner of the ceiling to the wall, same in here. Crown molding comes down, wallpaper's gotta be removed. Walls repaired. The window trim does not appear to be in bad shape. I mean, it's been painted 100 times. So we probably need to do some prep work on them, sanding, scraping, wood filling. Gosh, they're not in that great a shape, are they? Oh, let's see what the budget is. If we got to replace it, we'll replace it.
Feels rotten.
Yeah. Any wood rot that's there needs to be replaced.
Cut it out.
I think we need to gut this wall and this wall. And just make sure our plumbing is all okay. I think the ceiling probably doesn't need to come down any more than this. Just have enough down to take care of all the plumbing issues. That's old plumbing with new plumbing attached. We need to put a door on this, so I don't know if I think in here we can probably just replace the whole door, jam and everything. The stairwell, we need to take these boards on the sidewalls down, and we need to repair all the plaster, and these stairs need to be rebuilt. Torn out and put in brand new. And like I said, we need to take this I don't know, we might want to just gut the kitchen maybe, I don't know. We certainly need to expose quite a bit. These walls are in bad shape. This door jamb seems like it's okay. We need to replace the hinges. They're rusted, new hardware. It's painted. And this will come out with demoing the floor. And then that just needs cleaned real well after everything's painted. Looks like some of the weather stripping is coming off. Bottom of the door there. Again, this trim it's actually kind of in rough shape. And we have an example of why we put extension jambs on the non-hinge and latch side of the door. So it'd be great if we replace this trim in here, which I'm leaning towards. If we take this extension jamb here and we replace it with something that's back far enough that we're not burying the hinge and we're not notching things out for the hardware. Upstairs here, this window head, this thing in it, I don't really know what it is. Some kind of it's clear glass even. I don't know what this thing is. Something maybe seal off the drafts. I don't know. I think if we do the siding, like we just eliminate this window. It's pointless and not necessary. It looks like the neighbor's better. The floors are sinking right here as well. We need to figure out a way to keep the trim, the base trim at the very least, right? It matches the stairs. We're gonna keep that. We'll keep this railing even though it's short. The walls are in pretty bad shape up here as well. Lots of cracking going on everywhere. The doors are also very short. Like if I'm like, they're probably, I don't know, 75-ish inches tall, which is real short. The paint is in really bad shape on this stuff. It's all cracking, peeling. Doors look pretty bad. So keeping them, not sure how that works. This is, we got a floor that needs fixed. This trim on these windows is pretty awful. We got wood bowing. I think we need to redo this stuff with something that's going to paint up nice. Do it with something smaller. This is the closet for this bedroom, huh? Not, I mean, it's 12 inches deep. This is, yeah. Probably need to do something with that. So looks like he had these things for all these windows. They must be something that will seal them up, maybe? I don't really know.
Must have just been the kid that was living in this room.
This, these things are missing all of the cranks for these casement windows here. More light casing. I don't know if we, gosh, plaster's all destroyed underneath that. The ceiling, I mean, this house is pretty much, you're walking downhill. From there, you're walking downhill. Plaster cracks. This is actually a replacement door. It's been cut off. Top and bottom. Jeepers creepers. Definitely should eliminate that window if we're doing siding. If we're not, I don't know. But need to fix up these shelves or this closet. It's not a bad idea for a closet, but doors again look pretty rough. This room doesn't have a closet, so I guess that's what that closet's for. More jacked up plaster.
Looks like a paper plate taped to the wall.
Trim looks rough. I mean, I don't know. It's like, problem is if you try to paint this stuff, it's going to look awful, and I don't think you want to leave it. So I think we have to change it to something that's primed. Wall repairs everywhere. Like wall. Bathroom, we got a couple layers of floor we got to remove. Particle board needs to come off. The Track lighting's got to go away. Need to make sure that we probably should just pull up this floor and redo the subfloor, make sure it's all in good shape for nice level floors. Our new shower, toilet, vanity, new trim. I guess you have to have this mirror because there's no room for a mirror on this wall with this sloped ceiling. That, what do you do with that crap? I suppose what we probably need to do is put a mirror of some sort on this wall behind here. So at least there's a good mirror for people to use in this bathroom. Because otherwise, you got nothing other than something like this. We need to put a film on that window to make it frosted. Probably need to got that wall. I'd like to remove that thing, this soffit up there. But take this wall apart, these walls apart, so we can get something in here. This, I don't know why they do that and make these windows so big that the trim gets inside the shower cavity, shower area. So we need to figure out doing something with that. So whatever we do here, shower or tub, we're probably going to need to shorten that. I mean, the tub's going to come right up to that thing. I don't know. Got to figure that out. Maybe we just put a shower in here. And then we tile it and put the, just rip that off. If we keep this railing up here, we need to do something to make this connection here more solid so that this does not move as much. And we should also put a railing on this side. So if we keep the window, the railing, pretty much you're just going to stop at the window. Okay, this is the foundation wall, and this is the high spot of the floor. It's a crawl space, and it kind of slopes this way a little bit. These floor joists run this way to that point, and in the kitchen, the floor joists run this way. There is no beam here. There's a double joist that goes from that foundation over to this chimney, and it's kind of nailed into a board, and that's supporting the floor joist here. And then over here, there's a double joist that goes from the foundation over to the chimney, and it's kind of got a little knee brace or angle brace that's kind of on the chimney. This is a single joist sitting on top of the foundation, and it's hanging off of that double joist that's not adequately supported. Then these are just kind of cut off here and attached to something. So this whole area is sinking. So we are going to need to jack it up. We're going to need to make sure that this, we need to replace the beam. We probably should put in a beam from here all the way across. Sitting on, well, we can do two things. We can do one of two things. We can either set it on the foundation here, and then hang the floor joists on it, or we can,
You'd have to go from this to this, because the chimney's in the way to go from here.
well, or we, so the other, so then we'd have to go outside to outside of the foundation. Like, not here, the chimney's in the way, I guess. So, or we go underneath and we start here, put a post, and we come across and we put a post, and that gets underneath all of this. So now we have a beam supporting this whole part of the floor, and we can jack it up, we can push it up to where it's supposed to be, and then we can replace this floor joist with a double, which it's supposed to be, and that will push this up and adequately support this area, and then redo this, put a double here, hang it off of this double. I don't know what it's over there. It's going to be either on the foundation wall, or we're going to have to put something underneath it, and then we can rerun these and level all this up. So, good times. Hopefully that will push all of this up, which will push that up, which will do more cracking of the plaster, and we'll be in good shape.
All right, this is right underneath the stairs. So it looks like where that has sunk is where they cut this out to build the stairs. I can see that this has got a belly in that. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it sags right in the middle and then comes back up there. And this is the wall where the hump is. This foundation wall here is the high point. And they got a little room back in there. And this over here is where the low point is, where this corner, this wall comes from the back up to this corner. That's where the kitchen wall is that goes across to the steps. Looks like it's got a double beam here with a couple posts that are just kind of attached to the chimney. And they come over to here and stop. And the only thing holding them up is these things. So that's not good, because that kitchen wall's sitting on that. And then it comes over here, and it's this beam here comes over and just sits on top of that chimney thing right there. I don't know if it's actually sitting on it or if it isn't. Nope, it's cut. It's cut off right there. So it's not even sitting on anything, it's just there.